What's up, guys? This is Mark, or Mo, with Mo Hunt Silver, and I just want to, just start off with a little apology for how long this video is. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of long, but I think you'll enjoy it. There's lots of cool finds. We find some silver, we find some buffaloes, a lot of older Jeffersons, and a few other cool things along the way. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, enjoy it and give it a thumbs up if you do, please. This is Mo with Mo Hunt Silver. In front of me I have here 5 boxes of Brinks nickels that we're going to be searching through. I did open them all up already. We do have 5 boxes of circulated nickels to be hunting, so this should be a good hunt. We'll be looking for any possibly V nickels, any wartime silver nickels, any buffalo nickels, maybe some varieties, proofs, anything like that that we might be able to score in here would be cool. I will just be filming the 40s finds or anything interesting. I won't be filming 50s because I'm sure I'll probably find a bunch of them in here. But if I do find a 1950, however, that is something I've been looking for now for a while. And it's been probably at least 20-25 boxes since I found a 1950. So if I find one of those, I will be filming it. And I do have a microscope here to be looking at things a little closer, in case we do find something like an error or a double die. So we do have a microscope, but I'm going to clear these boxes off of here and leave one of them up. And I'll be back when I have my first cool find. Roll number 3 puts us on the board at a box number 1 here. We got a 1947 Philadelphia. Well, we're back sooner than expected. This is the very next roll, roll number 4. And as you can see here, I got a 1946. And it is a Philadelphia. Pretty average there. Also, that roll had along with it was 2 1959s, as you can see here. One of them being a Philly, not in too bad a shape. Pretty nasty ding across the steps, though. And then you got a 1959 Denver Mint. Pretty average. And that roll also had a 2021 Philly in it. Thought that was pretty neat, too. Alright, guys, this has actually been kind of a quiet box so far, I'd say. We're up to roll number 12 now, and as you can see here, I was able to pull 2 40s nickels out. They're both Philadelphia Mint. Got a 41 and a 46. Other than that, just roll 10, we got a 1952 right there, also a Philadelphia. That's it so far. Roll 15 gives us another 1941. I believe, yep, it's a Philadelphia. As you can see, too, it's actually not in too bad a shape. It's almost a step or two there. Alright, I'll take it. It's pretty good. 1941. Man, guys. This is roll number 21. Can you see the date on that? I can barely see it. I have to put it under the scope here. Maybe we'll see it that way a little better. There you go. 1947. Does it have a mint mark on it? No mint mark. Just a very cruddy 1947 Philadelphia. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Oh, and to note, the roll before, we got a 1954, and it actually happens to be a San Francisco. Excuse me. pretty cool. As you can see here, we got a 1943. I didn't even see it by the edge going through the, as I open the roll. Because I always look at the edges of them as I'm opening them. This one tricked me a little bit. It didn't look like silver, but that's pretty cool. 1943 happens to be a Philadelphia, so we can check it for the 3/2, which does not look like it, or the double die, but silver in the box. Maybe we can find more. Alright, this is 2 rolls later. Roll 24. You see here we got a 1940. Philadelphia, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Pretty worn down. Average circulating condition there. And I also found a 2021 in roll 24. Very nice. Well, about halfway roll through roll 26, and already got a 1941. Not too bad, kind of average, but that makes 3 1941s so far for this box. Roll number 40, yet again, another 1941. Also a Philly. That's 4 for the box. Roll 46, produced a 1940. It's another Philly. That's number 2 for this box. Roll number 48, yet another 1940. This one's actually not in too bad a shape. Doesn't look too bad. It's pretty good for being a 1940, but I'll take it. Very next roll, roll number 49. 1941. What do we got this time? This time it's Denver. Finally got a different mint mark. Very cool. One more roll to go. We'll see what we get. Okay guys, there was nothing in roll 50 really, so I'm just going to do a quick box wrap up for box number 1. But we ended up with a total of 12 from the 40s, not including the 1 silver we found. And then we ended up with 13 from the 50s, 1 silver, 1943 Philly, and then 7 of the 2021 Philadelphia brand new nickels. So we'll be back here with the first find from box number 2 very shortly. Didn't take long. Roll number 1. We already got a 1946. And it looks like it's a Denver. Good start. Well, roll number 5 wasn't too bad after not having anything for a couple rolls. But start with the oldest one here, 1948 Denver, I believe that is. Yepper. 48 Denver. And we also got a 52. There's a Philadelphia. Oh no, it is a Denver. I see the mint mark now. It's 52 Denver. And this one's a Philadelphia 1957. And then in roll 4, I just want to note also, we got another 2021 Philly. Pretty cool. Alright, roll number 8. We got our first silver of box number 2. 1945. Looks like a Philadelphia there. With some little bit of lamination issue going on at the bottom there. It's pretty cool. And that also had some friends in that roll. 1940. Looks like a Philadelphia. And a 1954. What do we got here? Denver. Alright. Very next roll, guys. Roll number 9. Got a 1948. Looks like a Philadelphia. And along with it came a 1956. Denver. Alrighty. Alright guys, we're at roll number 14. And we found this here sticky and a little corroded, 1939. What do we got there? And it is a Philadelphia. So we can check it under the scope for doubling. Put it under here. And you would see it on the word Monticello and 5 cents. You'd also see it. I do not. So, just a 1939 Philly. And then that roll we also found a 1953. And that one is a Denver Mint. Alright guys, very next roll here again. We're on roll number 15. I found one here that I'm pretty happy about. 1946. And if you see that there, that is a San Francisco. I do not find very many 46 San Franciscos over here where I'm at. I think that's only number 4 since I've been collecting. And that's been about 15 years. So I'm pretty happy about that one. And then accompanied with that guy was also a 1959 Philly. Alright, roll 18. Got a pretty slick 1941. And Philadelphia. Alright. Alright guys, we're up to roll number 24 out of the box. Finally got something else worth videotaping here. Got a 1939. Doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape either. Let's flip it over, see what it is. It's a Philly, but we'll take it though. I mean, it's a Philly. It's not in too bad a shape. Being it's a Philadelphia, we can scope it. And I would say negative on the DDR, sorry, on this one. Yep, I would say it's a no. Just a 1939, but we'll take it. Did get a bunch of 50s in between though. You can see there, 56, 59, a couple 57s. Did get a 53 there too. That's actually an S. There you go, 53S. So that was pretty cool. Another S Mint. But we'll keep going. Alright, here we go again. Very next roll, number 25. Got a pretty decent 1941 here. And it's a Philly again, but it's not too bad. It's in pretty good shape for being as old as it is. Alright guys, roll number 28. Came across another 40s here, 1947. And that would be a Denver. Alrighty, we'll keep going. Roll number 34. As you can see here, pretty slick. 1941 Denver. Man, that thing is slick and dirty. Let's roll 39. That one had a couple in it here. Got a 1941. That is a Philadelphia. And then we also got a 1947, which is also a Philadelphia. Pretty cool though. 2 40s in one roll. I'll take that. Yep, very next roll, guys. Here, got a 1947 again. And it's another Philly. This one's in better shape though. And then along with that, in that roll, got our first foreign of the $5 hunt. A 1997 Canadian beaver nickel. Roll 41. Very next roll again, we got a 1939. Pretty average. And yep, it's a Philly. But we can still check it. And see what we got. Based on damage and what I see, it's just a regular old 39. Philadelphia. That's number 3 for the box. Roll 47. You can see we got a 1946. And it is a Philadelphia. Alright. Very next roll. roll number 48. That one actually had 3 in it, one being a 1940. You can see there. That's another Philly. And then we had 2 1954s, one of them being a Philadelphia, the other being a Denver. Alright, we got 2 rolls to go, and we'll see if we can get anything. Alright guys, the last roll did have something in it. We got a parting gift from the box. So as you can see here, we got a 1942. And it's faint. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but there is a large P over the Monticello building. So it is a 42 war nickel. So that makes 2 for this box. And roll 49 actually did have a pretty nice 1957 in it, as you can see here. Denver. In pretty good shape, but I'll be back in just a sec for a box wrap-up. Alright guys, quick box wrap-up here for box 2 of the 5-box hunt. We have 3 from the 30s. We ended up getting 15 from the 40s, not including my silver I found. Then we ended up getting 25 in total from the 50s, one being an S mint mark. I believe we have a 46S in the 40s as well. So we got 2 S mint marks. That's pretty cool. Ended up getting 1 foreign, a Canadian, and then 2 4-time silvers, both being Philadelphia mints. Well, that's it for box 2. I'll be back soon with box 3. Box 3 has been kind of tough so far. I'm up to roll number 8 here, and finally came across something from the 40s. But we see we got a 49 Denver right there. And it was actually a pretty beat up 1958. You can barely see the D right there. I guess in the camera you can see a little better, but that's pretty beat up. 2 rolls later, came across some silver. Got a 42. You can see that? It's kind of faint, but 42S. Awesome. At least this box has silver in it. Roll 14 produced an ugly 1940, as you can see here. Looks like a Philly. We'll throw it under the scope just to check it, but yeah, that's a Philadelphia. Ugly. Oh my god. It also produced a proof. We got a proof here. 2004. There you go. Louisiana Purchase. It's kind of scratched up too on both sides. So it's been around a little while. But that's cool, we got a proof now too. So now all we're missing is a 2009 and a Buffalo. Maybe some key dates, that'd be good too. Well, I'm only about halfway through roll 21, guys, and this is a first for me. It actually looks pretty cool too. Got a colorized 2006 Denver. It's only on the head side, I think. Yeah. Because the back side looks like it's normal. But that's pretty cool. Never seen one of those before. And we also had a 1940 with some nice scratches. And it's a Philly. Now, we'll see if there's anything else in there. Oh, and I should note, roll 20, we got a penny. So we were shorted 4 cents. And it's not even a copper one. It's a 2002. But we'll see if there's anything else in that roll. I'll be back if there is. Alright, roll 22. Gave us actually a pretty nice 1946. You can see there. Pretty nice on the back too. There's almost a couple steps there still visible. It's in pretty good shape. I'll take that. Roll number 23 I'm up to. And as you can see here, we got a 1939. It is a Philly, so we can check it under the scope here for the DDR. And I would say that's a negative. So 1939 Philly. All right. Very next roll, roll number 24, we got a 1949. And that's another Philly. That one's pretty worn down too. It's kind of slick. So it's been around a while. Been around the block a few times. Roll number 26. Looks like we got another 1942. This one happens to be a non-silver. And it's just a Philly. Pretty average shape, kind of worn. And then roll 25. We also had a 1956. That's a Philadelphia as well. Alright, we're up to roll 30. Let's see here, we got a 1941. Pretty nice on the front. And the back doesn't look to be in too bad a shape either. It's pretty decent. It's one of the better ones I've seen in a while. I'll take it. Alright, roll 31 produced 3 for us. You see here, we got another 1939. Let's see, is that a Philly? That is a Philadelphia, so we can check it. Because I didn't even look at it yet at all myself to flip it or anything. And that looks like another negative. So this is another 1939. We got 1946. That's a Philly. And it was also a 1958, which I already know this one's a Denver because it was reverse facing me. But that's pretty cool. We got 3 in that roll. We need more like that. 2 rolls later, guys. Roll number 33. We got a 1941. Pretty average Philadelphia. Alright. And along with that, we also had a 1953. It looks pretty beat up. Yeah. Just a Philly. Alright. Box has been cold for a little bit. We're up to roll 44. But yet again, another 1939. I already flipped it to see if it was a Philadelphia or not, and it was. But we can still check it under the microscope. And it looks like it's just another everyday 1939. Hey, that's 3 for the box. We'll take that. Alright, next roll. Roll number 45. Came across in 1940. And this one's a Denver. Alright, Denver. And that roll also had a 1954, which I believe, yeah. There's another Denver. So that's two older Denvers in that roll. It's pretty good. Alright. Alright, I'll just bring you back for a quick box wrap up here of box number 3. We still got 2 to go, but this box is pretty average, I guess. Got some cool stuff in it too, though, as well. Got 3 1939s, none of them being a DDR. Got 10 total non-silver 1940s nickels. We ended up getting 10 total 1950s nickels. And then we did get 1 silver 1942S. Pretty happy about that. And the 2 cool ones here, I think, kind of a scratched up proof. It's the Louisiana Purchase design. And then a newbie for my collection here would be a colorized 2006 Denver Jefferson nickel. And then, of course, we did get ripped off 4 cents. Found a Zinkin 2002. So we'll get box 4 up here and get that one going, and I'll get back to you real soon. Up to roll number 9 on box 4, guys. It's been pretty quiet so far. Only got 2 from the 50s and a 2000 Canadian. But I bring you in here because we have a 1955, and when you flip it over, there's no mint mark. So we do have, I'll even scope it. There it is. So we do have a 1955 Philly semi-key date in the box. Roll 13, guys. I missed it by the edge. I didn't see it in the roll. Well, we got a 1944, and that is an S. 1944 San Francisco silver nickel in the box. So this box will also contain silver. Roll number 25. We got a pretty beat up 1939 here again. First one for this box, but it is pretty beat up, as you can see. And man, even if there was doubling, it really wouldn't be worth much. But we'll take it. Another 39. Very next roll, roll number 26. We got a 1946. And it's another Philly. Up to roll 32. Got a 1940. Pretty scratched. And pretty slick. Philadelphia. Alright. Roll 34. 1941. Come on. Alright. Oh, that is a Denver, so that's good. At least it's not a Philly. Man, this one looks rough. Roll 38. 1946. It is trashed on both sides. Wow. Well, roll number 42 was a pretty decent one again. We'll start with this one here. We got a 1946. You can see that one's a Denver this time. Ended up getting a 1941. That's pretty slick. And that is actually a San Francisco. Wow, so that's the first San Francisco out of the box. And we also ended up getting a 1956, that looks like. Philly. Alright, 1956 Philadelphia. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, roll 44. Gave us a Buffalo. I didn't even see it until I uncovered it. Obviously saw it was dateless. And it looks like it's a Philly Type 2. So I think we are going to nick-a-date this and see what we get for a date. There we go. Alright. Just let that sit on there for a minute. Guys, if you use this stuff, you really should have gloves on too, because it is a mild acid and it will burn you a little bit. But I'm pretty careful with it. As long as you guys are too, you'll be alright. Man, you can already... I can actually already start to see a little something on there. And that is the second year, it looks like to me. Can you see it? I can see it. I'm going to let it on there till it turns a little bit darker. Okay, now I'm going to take a dry Q-tip and just soak the stuff up as much as possible. There we go. Set that there, and then I'm going to take another one. And dip it in some water to rinse that off. Pretty good there. Okay, now I'll just dry it. There we go. And now you can read it. That is a 1914, guys. Second year Buffalo nickel. Philadelphia. Wow. Awesome. I'll take it. Roll number 47. Ended up getting another 1946. And it is a Philly. Pretty crazy. Another 46. Very next roll. Roll number 48. Get a 1941. And that is also a Philly. It's not in too bad a shape either. I'll take it. Alright guys, I'm back for a quick box wrap up of box number 4. Rolls 49 and 50 did not have anything in them to make note of, so we can start over here. We got the 1914 Buffalo nickel. We did get one 1939. We only got 8 from the 40s, not including the silver. And then we ended up getting, let's see, it's 13 from the 50s. We got one Canadian. One 1955 Philadelphia semi-key date. And then a 1944 San Francisco wartime silver nickel. Box number 5 is next, and that will be the end of the hunt. So we'll see you when I have my first find in box number 5. Roll number 1. We got a 1941. What is it? And that would be a pretty worn Philadelphia. Alright, roll 1. Well, roll number 6, we made out 5 cents because we came across a dime in the roll. So that's pretty cool. I always take that. And we also had found a 1957. And that one would be a Denver. So that's pretty cool too. Look at this slick back Buffalo nickel. This is roll number 10. I found this in the roll, and I already nickel-dated it to see what the date was on it, and as you can see here, kind of faint there, it's a 1924. It's pretty cool. 1924, 97 years old. And then in roll 9, came across one of few 2021 nickels so far. I think that's maybe only like number 6 or 7 that I found. It hasn't been many. Alright, roll number 11. We had a 1948. Looks like a Philly. That roll also had a 1954. Denver in it. Not too bad. And then a 2021. Pretty cool. Roll 23. We got a 1946. Pretty worn Philly. Alrighty. Roll number 24. Got our first silver for this box. See that? 1944. And it happens to be a Philadelphia. Alright. Then that roll also had a 1959 Denver mint. Alright, silver in the box. Well, you can make that 2 silvers in the box. This one almost fooled me because of the coloring on it. It's really dark. Looks like it's stained or something, but it's actually not in bad shape either. Let's see, 1943. And it is a Philadelphia. so we can check it for the 3/2, which I do not see at all there, or the double die. But silver number 2 for the box. Alright guys, I got something here I haven't come across in a while. You can see I got a 1950. And then we can flip it over. And it's a Philly. But that's still cool. That's a semi-key date. That's probably the first one in about 12 or so boxes that I found. There are very few and far between. Alright, we're up to roll number 43. And we actually had 3 in this roll. I'll start with this one here. We got a 1948 with an X on the back, and that's a Philly. And we got a pretty beat up 1952, as you can see. And a pretty dirty 1959, which happens to be a Denver. Alright, there we have it. Roll 48 gave us another dime, guys, so we're up another 5 cents. That was it for that roll. If there's anything in roll 49 or 50, I'll be back with more. If not, I'll be back with a quick box wrap up, and then we'll do a big 5-box wrap up. Alright, we're back for a quick box wrap up of box number 5. Wasn't too bad, I guess. Got some goodies in this box. Kind of a, I don't know, a strange box, I guess, maybe a little bit, but overall it wasn't bad. Guess I'll start here with our 40s. We only ended up getting 4, not including the 2 silvers in the 40s. Got 17 total, or 17, I should say, 50s, not including our semi-key date. We got 1 Canadian, 2 dimes. Ended up getting a 1924. You can barely read it there, but that is a 1924 Philly, Buffalo. And we got a semi-key date, 1950, Philadelphia. And then 2 more silvers to add to the stack. We got a 44, Philly, and a 43, Philly again. So that's box 5, and I'll be right back with a big 5-box wrap-up. Alright guys, we're back with a 5-box nickel hunt wrap-up here. As you can see, it wasn't too bad. It looked like it was a pretty good hunt here altogether. Got quite a bit of goodies here on the table. So I'll just get started here, right up here. Got 7 1939s total. Then we had 49 total from the 40s, not including silver. And I'll pan down here. This one's got to get a little wider here. That is 78 from the 50s altogether, not including the 2 semi-key dates. Come over here, and then we had 14 brand new 2021s. Ended up getting 2 dimes out of 1 box. 2 Buffalo nickels, both were dateless, had to nick a date both of them. But we ended up getting a 1924 and a 1914. Then we had 7 total silver nickels, the wartime silvers. Got 2 semi-key dates, a 1950 Philly and a 1955 Philly. 3 Canadians, all newer design, newer years. Did end up getting 1 Westward Journey Louisiana Purchase proof. Kind of scratched up, but not too bad. And last but not least, a first ever for me in a box is a colorized coin. And it actually looks pretty nice too. It's in good shape. So overall, that was for 5 boxes, and I think it went pretty well. Couldn't really ask for much more. Yep. But I will take it.
Hopefully I'll be getting more here soon. I got to roll all this stuff back up and return it. And then I can place another order. And we'll get more going. See you guys again soon. Happy hunting.